to ask you your reaction to the UFO testimony. It's been in the news. I did hear that you said this was the one time in this era of hyper-partisanship where we had a real coming together on Capitol Hill.
If it takes an alien invasion to bring both sides of the aisle together, I'll take it.
But seriously, what did you make of the testimony?
Well, in science, what people perhaps don't know is that eyewitness testimony is some of the lowest form of evidence you can bring to a scientific conference, which is odd because in the court of law, it's considered quite high. So here we are in these hearings thinking that the pedigree of the person delivering the information adds truth value to what they're saying. Whereas in science, part of what modernized science was our ability to create methods, tools, and machines to replace human senses in the reporting of what we experience. So I just need better data. It would be odd, you see the image there of the tic-tac, the fuzzy tic-tac. Yeah, it would be odd that aliens would only just visit restricted airspace, right?
Well, no, commercial pilots report seeing them too. It's not just military pilots.
Let me restate that. Yes, they report things that they don't understand what they are. We need a really good clearinghouse and a place where people can do it with confidence so they can report on things like this. I have no problems with that. Go right ahead. But that's not the weird part of the hearings that I noticed. The part of the hearings were the claims that we have like aliens bagged in the back 40, who had actually harmed people. That's the interesting stuff, okay? If you've got aliens, what's that term? A new phrase for us all?
Non-human origin.
No, non-human biologics. That's what it was.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you look at the tree of life, you have like animals, plants, fungus, and bacteria. If you subtract humans from all of that, everything that remains are non-human biologics. So it doesn't mean it came from another planet. If they've got life, that's interesting.
You have said you do believe there's life out there. It would be, I think most people believe we can't be the only sentient, intelligent life in the universe. So if you do believe there's life out there, is it so unbelievable to believe that they might have come here?
What's harder for me to believe is that they came and no one has sharp video images of them. We have 6 billion smartphones in the world. And at any given moment, there's 1 million people airborne with a window looking out into the atmosphere. And everybody has a high resolution camera, video and stills. And all we have is a fuzzy tic-tac and some other fuzzy images. So I joked I half serious on social media. I said, wouldn't it be weird if the aliens were actually fuzzy and they had a special affection for the Navy? That would explain a lot. What we need, if you have aliens in the back closet, bring them forth and we can share the analysis with the other scientists around the world. That would be extraordinary. And how come there are members of Congress who don't have security clearance to see it?
Yeah.
Well, what's going on there?
Well, they should.
Don't we have members of Congress who get behind the doors?
Especially because
show me an alien.
Yeah, and they're controlling the purse strings. Like all these government agencies that are alleged to be keeping the secret are funded by members of Congress who don't have security clearance to see what they've got. It's a crazy loop. Hey, I did hear that you had heard of, or somebody had told you about a proposal with NASA that maybe they start some sort of an app where people can use their smartphones to take pictures or videos of things that they don't know what they are in the sky and actually send it to NASA and have some help identifying it. How would that work?
So NASA has been brought in on this to try to help out. How might you coordinate observations that people make of things they do not understand in the sky? Just to remind you, that's what the U stands for in UAP and UFO. UAP, who are they kidding? That's just a rebranding of UFO.
Totally.
Right? Unidentified aerial phenomenon. That's
I think
UFO.
they thought UFO sounded too cuckoo, so let's change it to UAP. And now we're just...
Yeah, that's what I agree entirely. So
thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.